Okay, in this lesson, we're going to be multiplying fractions or mixed numbers. Before we do any kind of multiplication or anything, the first thing we're going to do is write all mixed numbers as improper fractions, and then we're going to simplify if possible and multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. And here I'll show you an example. Okay, so here we have 5/28 and we have 2/25. So first, if I write these together over one fraction or using one fraction, I'm going to look and see if I have any common factors. Remember, a common factor means that it's in the numerator and it's in the denominator. So I start with this 5. Is there a 5 in the denominator? Yeah, it's hidden right here in this 25. So I can divide the 5 by 5 and get 1. And I can divide 25 by 5 and I get 5. So that's then the left is left over with 1 and left over with 5. But just because you do this once doesn't mean you're done. You have to keep going to make sure you have it all simplified. So I have a 2 left in the numerator, so I'm going to check this 28 to see if I have anything. And is it divisible by 2? 2 is divisible by 2. 28 is divisible by 2. So I can divide by 2 and I get 1. Divide by 2 and I get 14. So now I'm left with 1 times 1 over 14 times 5. And I just multiply what's left. That's where we're saying multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So 1 times 1 would be 1. And 14 times 5 would be 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 2 times plus the 2 would be 70. So this would just simplify down to 1/70. Okay, continuing on here with our next example, we have two mixed numbers that we're multiplying together. It doesn't matter if you have 2, 3, 4, or 5, or an infinite number of mixed numbers you're going to multiply. When we have multiplication, we always change these to improper fractions. Now remember how we change them is we keep the denominator and we multiply the denominator times the whole number. So 6 times 1 is 6 and add the numerator, so 7 times. I keep the denominator. I take the denominator times the whole number. 5 times 7 is 35 plus 1 would be 36. Okay, and now we simplify here before we actually multiply because it's a lot easier to simplify out a 6 and a 36 to make this 6, make this 1, than it is to multiply 7 times 36. So 7 times 6 is 42 over 5, and we can keep them as improper fractions unless it tells us to make them mixed numbers. So 42 over 5 is perfectly fine to keep. Okay, let's move on to the next topic.